thumbnail can make someone decide to watch your video or not. No matter how value packed your video is, no matter how well you have edited it, if your thumbnail sucks, people are gonna scroll. You're going to lose views, you're going to lose. That's why most times when you go to analytics, you will see your impressions. That is the number of people YouTube showed your videos to. Then you will see your CTR, which is click through rate. You will see that YouTube is suggesting your videos to people, but they are not clicking. Why? Because your thumbnail sucks. So today I'm gonna help you fix that. I'm going to show you how to create thumbnail using Canva and also CapCut. So guys, without further ado, let's dive in straight into the class. Come, let's go to class. So guys, the first step is to go to Pinterest. We have to go to Pinterest to download our background. So when you head over to Pinterest, you just search for studio background. Then you just allow it to load. Then can you see we have different studio backgrounds? So I'll just simply choose one. Let me just choose this particular one. Then I'll now download it. The next step is to download the icons we are going to use. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use CapCut icon and Canva icon. So this is me typing CapCut icon. When you get to this place, you choose any one, then you download. Then we go over to the second one, Canva icon. This is it. I think I like this one. I'll just click on these three dots and download it. The next step is to remove the backgrounds of the images that we downloaded, right? So we have to go to remove BG. You go to remove BG, you tap on this first one. Then we now have to import that image that we downloaded. You click on upload free image. I want to remove the background of this CapCut icon I downloaded. So when you tap on it, it will automatically remove the background for you. So as you can see, it has removed the background for us. What we have to do is to click on this download here, then download. The next one, you have to bring in the Canva icon and remove the background. So we do the same thing for Canva, download it, and that's it. So the first app we are going to be making use of is CapCut. We have to head over to our CapCut. If you don't have it downloaded, do well to download it in your phone. Then we have to click on new project. Then we have to import that particular image that we downloaded. So guys, here it is, and we have to change the aspect ratio to 16:9. Remember, this is for YouTube, right? So the aspect ratio for YouTube is 16:9. So what you have to do is to use your hand to zoom it. Do you see what I did? Use your hand and zoom it, and after that, that's it. Then you now have to go over to effects, because you want to blur this background. Right? You go over to effect, then you search for soft blur. And you will see different types of blur. I think I like this particular one I'm seeing. You tap on it and automatically, did you see what happened? Our background has been blurred, right? So that's it. Then we now have to import that image that we downloaded. I'm not going to use my picture. I'm going to use the picture of an avatar. So I'll just bring it in here. So I'll have to bring in the picture of my avatar. I'll just tap on this particular place and tap on overlay. Yeah, I'll just tap on overlay, then bring in that picture I want to use. So guys, here is the image. What we have to do is we have to zoom it, like let it fit in very well. Yeah, feel free to use your picture if you want, right? So this is the image I'm using. Next thing is to add our text. So we head over to add text. You click on it, then you type let's just say thumbnail tutorial. We type it separately. What you can do, you can change the font to any font of your choice. I want to make use of, let's check this lacking. This one is okay. Then for the style, Let me check. Black is black okay, or you can change to white or use any color of your choice. For effects, let's see. Is this good? The thing is, you just have to play around with this. You have to play around with this. There are different options you can use, right? I think this is perfect. Yeah. Then we go over and add another text. Click on add text. Then I'll just say tutorial. I'll bring this down. Then I need to change the background of this particular one. So for the size of this, I think okay, I have to reduce it. Yeah. So this is just it. Just play around with this. There is no one way of doing your thumbnail. This is more like a way to guide you, to show you that you can use CAPCUT to do your thumbnail. So the next step is to import our icon. We have to click on overlay and import our icon, our CAPCUT icon, and our Canva icon. So this should be here. Then the second one, the Canva, we reduce it, then make it to be here. You can actually tilt it, maybe this way, and this one, so that way. Just play around with this. Like I said, there is no one way to create your thumbnail. This is just to give you an idea, and with it we have made our thumbnail with CapCut. So what we have to do is to save this, or you can screenshot. If you don't want to save, you can actually screenshot this. If you don't want to save it or export, then you can now crop it and you have your thumbnail ready. So if you have watched up to this point, do well to give this video a like and also subscribe to this channel so you do not miss out on any video whenever it is dropped on this channel. So let's go back to class. So we have to go over to Canva to create our thumbnail. I'll be showing you how to use Canva to create it. So we're gonna be creating a totally different thumbnail with Canva. So this is our Canva app. You can access it through your Chrome browser or you can download it through your Play Store. So this is it. And we have to come over to this place and type YouTube thumbnail. Remember, YouTube thumbnail is worth 16:9 aspect ratio. If you don't know how to do it, just type YouTube thumbnail, then click on blank YouTube thumbnail. So here it is. Then we have to import that image, that's our background we downloaded from Pinterest. So pay attention. What you're going to do is to stretch this. Use your hand to stretch it. Make sure that it sizes very well. Yeah. So the next step is to blur our background. So we are going to reduce the opacity of this by clicking on image tools. We want to blur it, right? So we have to go to blur here. Then you have to tap on add blur whole image, then you have to increase it. Can you see what I'm doing? You can either reduce or increase it. So I just want to increase it. I think this is good. Yeah, so that's it. We have blurred our image. Then we now have to import our avatar or your picture. You can choose to import your picture, right? So you just click on gallery and import the picture you want to use. So we've imported our picture, but I don't want it to be at my right hand. So I'll just simply go to flip here, tap on it, then you tap on flip horizontal. This is what I did. Then you just increase it, make sure it fits in. So that's it. We have it here. Yes. So the next step is to fix our text. You just type thumbnail. You go to add a text box, then type thumbnail. This is it. Then we now have to change the color to, let's just say, white. Come over to this place, change it to white. I don't like this font. I have to change the font. Then I'll tap on this place, go to font. Then you have different fonts here. We have different fonts. Then I'll change it to Atom. I love this particular font. Then I'll just click on this place and I'll want to add shadows to it. I'll have to go to effects. Just choose any one of your choice. I think just play around. I think I love this hollow. Yes, then I'll just increase it. Yeah. Yes, so I want this particular text to be at the back of this my image. So how to do it is I have to go to these layers, click on layers, then drag this to this place. Yeah, can you see? It is now at the back, right? It's now at the back of my image. Yeah. So that's it. Then I have to import my icons. So I'll simply go to gallery, import the Canva icon and the CapCut icon. There's it. Here I can tilt it this way or this way, any one of my choice. Then I have to import my CapCut icon. The same thing, I'll have to tilt it. This should come here. This should come here. So this is it. When someone sees this, by just looking at this, the person will know that this is thumbnail tutorial with Canva and CapCut, right? And this is so beautiful, so simple, yet there's information, right? You don't need your thumbnail to be overcrowded for it to pass a good information across, right? So this is it. With this, your thumbnail is done. Isn't this looking so beautiful, guys? So I want to know, between the one I did with CapCut and the one with Canva, which one is the best? Which one do you think is more presentable? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. So to download this, you just have to go to this arrow and save your image, and voila, you have your thumbnail ready. So do well to like and also share this video so that it can reach a wider audience. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe so you do not miss out whenever a new video is being dropped. I'm also available for coaching and one-on-one collaboration. So do well to hit me up through the email showing in my description box. And also, I'll also paste the link to my Telegram community in the description box. This is where you can access all my prompts, and also this is an amazing community you can join where you can meet your fellow creators or people that are still growing like you. So do well to join us today and you won't regret it. So until I come your way next time, take care and bye bye.